So the weather conditions today, before we get into the session, is it's really shifty. The wind guru is saying that it's going to be about 7 knots coming from the west, which is over here, and our sea breeze comes from pretty much the complete opposite direction. So we have sea breeze fighting the meteorological breeze all day, and we also can see from all these clouds up here that the heat on the land is for the sea breeze is a bit questionable, because you know these clouds are coming in, they're casting massive shadows. So basically the breeze is up and down at the moment. We also have some really horrible chop. The current is going this way now, and it's picking up for the next few hours, and it's created all this, there's a swell going this way as well. So we've got this kind of like wind swell versus I don't know, swell from last night. There must have been an easterly or something, because these big rolling waves. So basically it's an absolute shit show to sail out here. It's really frustrating in one way, but you can actually make massive grounds or huge losses in this kind of racing. So we've got Judy here, and the main thing I've said to her is, you can see now she's sitting out, she's hiking, but a minute ago she was literally like, knees were on the gunnel, you know, like her chest was against the boom because it was so light, and she was just trying to keep the boat going. And the main thing for a sailor on a day like today is it's the guy who plays the settings and keeps their boat going as fast as they can, who's going to make massive ground. So right now we've got some breeze, and Judy's sitting out, she's hiking, but I've said to her, the minute that she realizes, or she finds that she's readjusting her body on the boat, so like the crude way of saying it is, like I always think every time I move my ass on the boat, if I move in or I move out, I immediately check my sail settings, because if I move into the boat it's because the wind is dying, and then if I move out of the boat it's because the wind is picking up, and immediately you need to change your sail settings to accommodate that breeze. So on a day like today, because we got sea breeze fighting the meteorological breeze, and we've got all this chop as well, it's so important that you keep your boat going as fast as possible, because now you've got a bit of breeze, that's grand, but now you can see Judy has slid back into the boat. The breeze is dying off a bit. I can see that her downhaul is still on, so immediately if I was in Judy's position and I found myself sitting into the boat, I'd be like, right, first thing to release is your downhaul, because your downhaul kills a bit of power in the sail, and you do not want to kill any power in the sail. If you're not hiking, you need full power in your sail. So there we go, you can see the breeze is slightly picking on again. She's shifted her weight out a bit now, she's kind of like half hiking. Another important thing is I actually don't think she should have any downhaul on at all, because first off, she's not hiking 100%, so she's depowered her sail slightly by pulling the downhaul on, but she's not hiking 100%, so give yourself a bit more power. And the other reason you need power is, look at these waves, look at her chopping through these little bits of chop here. Those horrible waves pushing her down, pushing the boat around. Judy, I'd get rid of that downhaul altogether, because you want to be hiking 100%, yeah? You want 100% power. It's off, is it? So as a coach, when I'm behind the boat, what I'm looking to do is line myself up with the rudder and the mast, because when I'm in line with the rudder and the mast, I can look at the leach of the sail, which is the back of the sail, and you can see which way it's pointing. Now on a laser it's quite difficult, because you don't have too much control over the leach of your sail compared to like a 420 or something. But when the wind really dies off, what you'll see is the leach of the sail will actually start pointing back into the boat, where what you kind of want is the leach of the sail pointing towards us here in where we are in the camera. So you can see when we're in line there that leach is actually looking all right. It's kind of pointing more towards us rather than pointing in towards Judy. You'll notice on like boats that have bigger leaches, like a 420 and stuff, when you're behind the boat like this, if they're oversheeted or they have too much kicker on, or even actually if the mast is too straight, the leach bends right in, and if it's bending in like that, it's called a hooked leach, and it means that the wind is swirling off it and it's not running through it nice and gradually and giving you loads of speed and power. vice versa, if Judy had not enough kicker on and her main was too loose, the leech would be bending out and I would see the full sail. I wouldn't see the outside of the sail, it would just be totally open, and an open leech isn't so fast either because it means you're not harnessing the power fully.